First things first, if you are watching this on the YouTubes, do make sure that you click on the subscribe button and the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. If you're watching somewhere else, after the video is over, go over to YouTube, search my first and last name, subscribe, and then click the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. Not just because the things that you're going to hear from me are going to be things that are actually going to push the needle in your business. They're actually going to be helpful for you, but also you win stuff. So let's talk about that. Every week we pick one person, and we're picking this person tomorrow for last week. Every week we pick one person that is both subscribed and subscribe to YouTube, comment on the YouTube videos. So that's all you have to do in order to potentially win something from us. One person every single week. That's all you have to do. Okay. So let me go ahead and get this off of here. Let me say hello to some friends and get whatever is in my teeth out of it. You guys, you know how this goes, right? Life. Michelle. Hi. Marvelous Martha. Oh my gosh. Well, shoot. I'll take that, right? Lorna, good morning. Rachel, happy Thursday. Martha, happy Thursday to you. Misty, good morning. Happy Thursday. Katie Lynn, good morning. That's Rose, good morning. Britt, good morning from Wisconsin. Good morning to you. You guys, what we're going to talk about today is something that we have coming up next Friday and Saturday. I need for everybody to be super clear as to what is happening next Friday and Saturday, because it's going to be monumental in your life, in your business, and how you feel like you're giving back to the world around you. Okay, so next Friday and Saturday. So let's go ahead and get at it. Help end child trafficking and blow up your business. Okay, let me get comfortable here. Next Friday and Saturday, we have a mastermind. And whenever we were putting this mastermind together, we were like, okay, so my goal for people, my understanding of what people need is, quite frankly, they just need to be told what to do by a trusted resource. So all anybody ever needs is somebody to just grab them by the hand and be like, here's what you need to do. Like, here's the stuff to do. Of all the speeches that I've ever done or talks that I've ever done in front of people, the ones where I'm saying, do this, do that, do this, do that, wash, rinse, repeat, are the ones that people are like, yes, yes, that's what I need, right? And so now that's pretty much all that I talk about whenever I'm doing events and things like that. And this event is no different. The only way in which it's different is that it's better. And so we're going to talk about the ways in which this is better than just me talking. Okay, but this is going to be amazing, you guys. And all of the money, so as we were putting this together and knowing that for the next 90 days, I know that it needs to be in 90-day intervals because people get bored. Longer than 90 days feels not sustainable. 90 days is sustainable for our spirit. 90 days is something you can look at and be like, okay, I can think of where I want to be in 90 days. Now, 5 years, 10 years, that's a little more difficult. 90 days, I can think, okay, my next thing that I want to have accomplished is this, right? And so then I'm going to show you how to be able to accomplish that goal in the next 90 days. And so we're going to go through actual action items, those sorts of things, okay? So you can get done what you intend to get done, okay? So whenever we are thinking, okay, so a 90-day thing, I'm really excited about this. I'm like working with my team. I'm like, yes, this is precisely what they need. And then we were talking about like tickets to the event and that sort of thing. And we all looked around at each other and we're like, wait, let's make it a fundraising event, fully and completely financed by us. So we have a studio rented out. We have an entire crew. We have a crew for social media B-roll. We have crew for the speakers. All of these things we're paying for out of our pocket. We're financing the entire thing. Every last penny that is earned goes not even through my account first, straight to Operation Underground Railroad. If you don't know what Operation Underground Railroad is, I do suggest going to their site and looking at what they do. So they are a big player in ending child trafficking. Okay? So child trafficking is a difficult thing to talk about. It's a difficult thing to look at. And it's difficult to even admit happens in this world. It does happen in this world, and it's a lot more dominant than you think. Okay? And so whenever you see missing kids, when you see all of these missing kids everywhere, for the most part, it's because of child trafficking. Okay? So they're not just missing kids, they're stolen kids. All right? And imagine if that were your kid. And then imagine the trauma that happens to these kids whenever they're taken, because they're taken for some different reasons, and none of them I wish to talk about right now. But you're welcome to go down the rabbit hole and find things out on your own, and then you'll be with me. Okay? So we plan on raising between $1 and $2 million for Operation Underground Railroad to help support them in what they're doing in their ministry and in their mission work, and what they're doing and how they're showing up in the world. Okay? So this mastermind that we're putting on next Friday and Saturday, the money, every single penny goes directly to them. You can look up at the URL at the top. So the URL to sign up is in the description of this video. Look at the URL. It says OUR Rescue. That's not withmartha.com. That's OUR Rescue. Your money, as you put it through that site, goes directly to them. Do not pass go. I don't see a penny. So it's not, I take my cut and then I give them some. It's all going to them, and then I finance it. Okay? So that's the inner workings of what we're doing. So essentially, when you buy your ticket, general or VIP, when you buy your ticket, you are funding Operation Underground Railroad. And because you're funding Operation Underground Railroad, I'm going to allow you into my exclusive mastermind. That's essentially how it goes. Okay? No extra money spent or anything like that. We're doing the mastermind for people that are funding Operation Underground Railroad. Sound good? All right, cool. So, and it is, just so you guys know, it is next Friday and Saturday, May 28th and 29th. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you get a VIP ticket, then you have an additional Q&A at the end, which is from 3:30 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you'll have that extra on each day. Okay, you guys? So there is that. So now that you know what Operation Underground Railroad is and what it's about, the second point of what we're doing at the mastermind is, like I said before, we understand that all anyone ever needs is just somebody to reach out their hand and say, here's precisely what you need to do. Here's exactly what you need to do. We don't need any more obscure, kind of like this, or worse off, rah, 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 let's get excited about doing a thing. And then whenever you leave, you're like, wow, what do I actually do? Right? Rubber meeting the road, what do I actually do? And so that's what we're going to be doing in this mastermind. It's not going to be a mastermind that's going to say, here's kind of about what you're going to do, and then rah, 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 and then you leave, and then you're like, but what? I feel like I wasted 2 days. It's not going to feel like a waste of 2 days. I've been on the virtual events where I felt like I wasted 2 days. 3, actually, where I was like, my gosh, my eyes are burning. And also like, I don't know that I'm better for this. You know, I mean, we've all been there, right? And there's nothing malicious against anybody, but like, dang, you know, it's kind of like a 3-day webinar. So really, what we're going to do is we're really going to be working through things. So aside from me helping you not only get your next 90 days, what are you feasibly going to do in your life and in your business? So it's not just business. If you're watching this and you're like, I don't have a business yet, but I do want to be able to do things for myself in my life. I want to be able to lose weight. I want to be able to do whatever. Then we can go over what those goals are and then how that divvies out into daily actions, daily activities that drive the results at the end of the 90 days. Okay, that's what we're going to be getting into in my section of what I'm working through with you guys in the 2 days. Okay, so I mean, it's going to be life changing any way we slice it. Okay, now aside from that, the people that I'm bringing in, it's going to be a surprise. The people themselves are actually a surprise. So I'm not going to tell you their names, but they're heavy hitters. Heavy hitters. Okay, like billionaires, and then other people that, I mean, they're amazing. They're amazing individuals. So we have people, like I have too many speakers, but it's fine. We'll be okay. It's going to be great. It's better than great. We have one speaker who is very, very passionate about turning your mess into your message. And this person is maybe one of the best speakers I've ever heard. And he's younger, and he will surprise you like crazy whenever he talks about turning your mess into your message. And so sometimes that's just what people need to hear. In order for us to be able to set these goals for our lives, we need to really be able to understand that the things that we've been through in our lives and in our worlds have actually shaped us so that we can live out our destiny, live out our purpose. Okay? They were a seed to our purpose, essentially. And he breaks it down like nobody's business. And so that's going to be helpful in setting goals, because you may even unlock another up leveling in your goals, which then will make you that much more successful in the long run. Does that make sense? Aside from him, I'm trying to think of all the people we have. Aside from him, we have somebody else. Oh my gosh. One of my friends is a brilliant tax strategist. Okay? I'm not saying bookkeeper, anything like that. She knows the ins and the outs of what you can write off as a home-based business. And so a home-based business could be network marketing. A home-based business is just working from home. A home-based business is, being a coach or building out courses or doing the things that I teach you to do in HBR from home. And so what people don't realize, and what they don't want you to know, is all of these things that you're able to write off as a home-based business, or even, here's the thing, trying to build a home-based business. Because some people are like, man, I haven't made a whole lot of money yet. I don't know what I can really write off and what I can do. There's a certain amount that you're able to write off just even in the attempt of building your business, because not everybody's business hits right away. And so you work at it and you work at it while attempting your building of the business. You can still be writing stuff off, saving money, having it make more sense to work from home than it makes sense to work at a 40-hour-a-week job that is then taking away your time from everything else. We understand the logic there, right? She works it out where it actually makes more sense to be attempting this thing from home until it finally hits. Attempting it from home instead of wasting your time doing something else. It makes more financial sense. It's stuff you don't know that she's like, this is what they're not telling you. And it's true. And it's real. And she's legit. And she's one of my friends. So she's going to be coming in talking about that, okay? So, if that ain't worth the price of admission, I don't know what is. So there is that. Also, can we just say, I'm no tax strategist, I'm no bookkeeper, but when you're donating to charity, that's a write-off. So all of this mastermind, all of this everything, not only do you feel good about the positive impact that you're doing, that you're creating, but it's a write-off. I'm just saying. Let's start putting our wise hats on. And if we're really wanting to create these lives, these different kinds of lives for ourselves, where we leverage this over that, where we really are really in creation mode, We need to put our wise cap on and say like, this makes sense. Instead of, but they said, stop listening to them. Okay, let's stop listening to the royal them and let's start listening to people that actually know what they're talking about. Okay, not just people that want you to abide by their narrative because it serves their own agenda. Let's stop serving other people's agenda and let's start worrying about our own. Okay. All right. Well, that is all that I had for that. That is the mastermind, May 28th and 29th. Some people asked if it's going to be recorded. It is going to be recorded and available later for the people that signed up. Okay. You will have to have signed up ahead of time. And we do prefer that people are on the call, like as we're doing it, or in the event as we're doing it. And I think I'm even going to have a giveaway for the people that are actually at the event both days. And the reason why is because I want to be able to interact with you, because I'm going to be able to see you guys everywhere. It's going to be one of those things. And I want to be able to interact with you as though we're in the same room. Okay. And I can't do that if you're watching the recording later. That makes sense, doesn't it? Also, I want to be able to answer your questions and all of that stuff. In the VIP ticket, it doesn't say it on the page, but in the VIP ticket, what we're going to try to do at the end is do, I saw somebody else do this and I'm really excited about doing it. Doing like a photo with each of us that are in VIP, right? So we can just go through, everybody can be lined up and then you'll be brought up on screen and it'll be just you. And then I'll get a photo with just you and me. And then we'll send it to you, even though like you'll be on a screen and then it'll be me. Like it'll be fun. I think this is going to be just like really, really fun, you guys. So anyway, we're just going to have fun with it because we can create positive impact. We don't have to be multi-billionaires yet, right? We don't have to be multi-billionaires to create positive impact in the world or to be philanthropists. We can all be we can't say it, but we can all be philanthropists where we sit right now. And just by getting a ticket to this event, you're a philanthropist. And for a good organization that's doing good things in the world. And you can be proud of that. Also, everybody's going to get a seal at the end, and you're going to be able to put it on your websites or put it on your social media or whatever you want to do, that you helped raise the amount of money that we got raised for the event. So I have a post on my personal page. You're welcome to share that with your friends as well. I have a lot of people I'm calling in favors for to have them share it in their email list. So if you have any people like influencers that you know of, I would love for them to share this as well. Where, like I said, 1 to 2 million is what we're looking to raise by next week. So May 28th and 29th is when the actual mastermind is. And the tickets are $247 and $347. So $247 is the general ticket. The VIP ticket is $347. You sign up via the link that is in the description of this video. Make sure that that's where you sign up, because that's where we're getting our data to be able to get you onto the actual call for the weekend, okay? For next weekend. Oh, I didn't even say this. Oh my gosh, it's probably the biggest part. So what do people need? They need somebody to grab their hand and say, hey, I got you, right? They need somebody to say like, here's how you do this thing. What else do people need? Accountability. Well, I may got you there too. So we're actually going to help keep you accountable. So in our dashboard, you're going to be able to fill out your goals and things like that. It's going to be emailed to you, but then it's also going to be emailed to us. And then we're going to be able to, my team will be able to reach out to you, a couple weeks in, 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, and say like, hey, how are you doing on your goals? Where are you sitting? Where are you at with it? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling stuck? And we're going to be able to help you get through that. Okay. And that's my coaches that are going to be reaching out to you to do that. So you've never seen anything like this. By the way, hi, I'm Martha. I do things in a way that you have never seen them done before. So this is going to be totally brand new. You have never seen anything like this. And I really look forward to it. All right. So what questions do you guys have? Megan, oh man, this mastermind is going to be so good. It's going to be legit. Super, super legit. Nicole, I'm pumped for this event and the mission behind it. It's so good. Boom, boom. Melanie, thanks, Martha. May you each choose to create and enjoy an amazing day as you continue to make positive difference in the lives you touch. Amen. I love that. Love that. Let's see. Lissa, that's time I won't get back. LOL. It's so deflating. Always have hype and obscurity. What's sad is that people take a personal hit on their confidence and future because of it. Thank you, Lissa. That's exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens. Is people get confused and then they're like, oh, it must be me. No, it's not you. It's the system. The system was created to confuse, right? Instead of empower, instead of break chains, it was invented to confuse. And that is what we're destroying. So we're crushing that system as a whole via HBR and all of the other things. We're crushing that system as a whole. It was created to confuse and we're destroying it. So, yay. Michelle, is it wrong to say I love you to your favorite business mentor? Well, it's more than business. Boom. Always, always, always more than business. Dawn would like to join, but I'm out of state. Dawn, this is virtual. Yeah, it's virtual. Anybody all over the world is able to join. This is, join. You can still join. I'm glad that you mentioned that though. So everybody that's like, what in the world? This is virtual. Everyone can do it. Also, there's going to be a recording afterwards, so you don't have to like feverishly, what? There's going to be a recording afterward as well. Okay, so, all right, you guys. Well, I love you so much. I'm going to pop out of here. The link is in the description of this video, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.